Starting. It's day one of Adobe MAX. Alright, it's time to head down for breakfast, get some coffee. For reception. So day one of Adobe MAX. Now this could potentially be a bit of a hectic vlog, a bit of a crazy one. I'm going to try and share my experience of what's going on at this conference. To give context, Adobe MAX is kind of like their big sort of keynote sessions and training for just tons and tons of creatives. And I've been invited here by Adobe. I should point out this is not a sponsored video, but they have invited me here, and I'm just gonna share my experience because I love these types of events. Anyway, so we're meeting up with loads and loads of insiders, and I'm gonna share in the links below people's handles and all sorts, so you can go and check out their content as well. You're okay. Oh my god, that's massive. Alright, so just walking into the venue, and it is massive. This is a huge venue. Like, oh my god, I walked past yesterday one of the smaller rooms and I was like, oh, it's not too big. Coming in here, woo.
Please welcome Shantanu Rai.
We're absolutely thrilled to be back here in Los Angeles.
Favorite new features and, more importantly, updates in Photoshop CC. Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. I can double click to edit text.
Now, we didn't simply want to give you 5 curves that you have in other applications. No!
I've just eaten one of those Lindt chocolate balls. My god, they are good, but also they are so meahy. Just meah. Oh. They're good. Anyway, so this morning, there's a lot that has been announced and kind of, you know, mentioned in here. I'm not here to tell you all the new features about that. Adobe can do that on their own channel. They've got their own content about that. But some things that I am excited about. There are some big app updates. So of course there is the Premiere Rush CC. That's a whole new application for editing video across iPad, mobile and desktop things. I really want to get my hands on that and look in depth on that. I'm hoping I can get access to an iPad and make a separate video about that because I'm really excited for it and seeing how I can kind of use that and fit that into my workflow. There are a few other app updates as well, and a big thing is that Photoshop is finally coming in full to the iPad.
Of Photoshop on the iPad coming in 2019.
This is real Photoshop on the iPad.
This is huge news. When the iPad was first released, it was kind of seen as like this sort of gateway into touch computers and everything. And for a long time, we've always just been thinking, like, when are we going to get full-blown applications that we use on desktop in our hands? Quite literally in our hands. And I think today is kind of the day that it's finally been announced and sort of, you know, made known that it's coming. It's still not out yet. It's going to be 2019, I believe. But this is big news. And in fact, across all of the applications, so much that was shown today was demoed on iPads. It feels like there's a whole new wave over sort of tablet technology again. I feel like tablets, when they first came out, had all this energy and excitement, and then it kind of just slumbered a little bit. But recently it's been kicking off again, and I had the original iPad. I had an iPad mini as well when that came out, and I've not had an iPad since. And I think it's kind of, for me anyway, it's definitely a resurgence of that sort of excitement for tablet technology. That's a big takeaway I've had from today. I just want to add in an extra thing from this morning. That stage setup, so obviously the room was huge, but the stage setup, the screens, and the artwork was phenomenal. I really was into that. It's insane, all these sort of presentations and stuff, how big the screens are getting. But not only that, this had 4 screens with different artwork and different content on all of them as people were presenting. Seamless. It was just phenomenal. I really do admire the sort of set design of the stage. That was pretty premium. Also, mini shout out in the middle, Phil Schiller came out, you know, just having a little conversation about all sorts of collaborations between Apple and Adobe. That was kind of cool. All right, so it's now coming up to 1 p.m. I'm signed up to a couple of workshops throughout Adobe MAX. One of which is, the next one that I'm going to is about portrait photography and how to improve images of people. So I need to head back to the convention center. I've just had lunch here and yeah, get on with things. I've just remembered, by the way, there was one extra feature that was announced today that I think is my favorite feature, in a rather geeky way, but it's kind of a wholesome way and back to my roots in design, is that Typekit, which is now called Adobe Fonts, has been improved significantly. So now you are no longer limited to how many fonts you can synchronize to your desktop, and that you can actually download and activate to use in your designs. It's just unlimited. You can just sync as many as you want, but they've also removed the premium pricing for the fonts. So now premium fonts are free. How insane is that? That has some huge effect on me because one thing that I'm looking to do, and I've been kind of requested to do this quite a lot, is releasing some of my title designs, or rather creating new title designs that you guys can use in your videos. And a big thing that's kind of held me back on that is the fact that the fonts that I use are synchronized with Typekit. And if you don't have a Typekit account, or if your account is limited by how many of the fonts you've already downloaded, you probably wouldn't be able to use those titles effectively. Now that's kind of removed because all Creative Cloud users will be able to have access to that. Of course, the title templates that I use are made for Premiere, so if you're using Premiere, you have Creative Cloud, you have Typekit, all comes together, makes it super easy. I'm going to get to working on some new titles. If you are interested in those, then do leave a message in the comments below, just so I can sort of gauge some idea of what people are looking for, because they are kind of fun to make, and yeah, it's a nice way to change the way your video works. All right. I'm gonna now head back and get onto this portrait photography and catch up with all the other creatives because it's just jam-packed even more.
But then you look at it and there's some layers to it. And you say, wow, that's actually pretty deep.
Now heading off to second session. This one is Advanced Lightroom. Advanced Lightroom. So we're gonna go and check out that, and I may know quite a lot of the stuff in there. I don't know, but I'm hoping there's going to be some things to learn, because that's why I'm here.
So if you right click on any of the panel headers, you can change this to solo mode.
So I saw most of the Lightroom tutorial workshop, but I had to leave early because I've now got an interview with I guess the Adobe team here in the Community Pavilion. This is the first time I've been in here, and I think this is where all of the sort of like sponsors and brand partners are. So I can see there's a lot of free swag about. All right, interview setup. What are we filming on here? Is this FS7?
I think it is an FS7, Sarah?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that'd be interesting. That. Thank you. All right.
You want me to go there?
Go for it.
Okay. If you step inside and then.
Okay. Oh, and then random. Oh, what? This is bigger than I thought.
Yeah. Have fun.
All right. I'm in a Vimeo room. I'm not sure what's going on. It's kind of cool. This is like a mirror box. Yeah. You get a little Insta story. Alright, it's been a couple of hours and I've not updated, but I have had a few beers.
Definitely. Hello, nice to meet you.
With Matt.
Nice to meet you. Nice.
And of course, Elise, where are you at?
Swopes, not
AKA Swopes,
Hey,
yo!
hey, hi!
We're meeting all sorts of creators this week, and it's awesome. Don't you think?
It's so fun. Adobe MAX has been so cool. There's been so many awesome announcements. There's been so many cool people. Honestly, you really can't go wrong with being here.
Don't you think? Like, wouldn't you agree? The selection of creatives is like really intimidating, but good.
Yeah,
everyone's
you know what?
so creative.
Everyone's so good too at what they do, and it's all different things.
It's like big hitters.
And the thing is too, is I haven't seen anyone's work look the same. Like there's not two of one.
That's so true. That's
like,
so true.
At all. So
Diverse.
It's really
I don't even know if you're in that. I'm not even paying attention.
I can't see the screen, so I don't know.
We've had a lot of beers.
I'm on 3, actually 2.5, because I refilled this one.
All right, we'll catch you in a moment because we're next gonna go bowling.
Yes, bowling!
Lucky strike.
Yo, I need the kitty sides up. What do they call them? You know, the kitty things where they put up the sides.
The guards?
I don't want to. I need a guard. Give me the guard.
We'll see you bowling, hopefully.
Bye. Thank you.
What's up, YouTube? Yes.
Day one done.
What's
Caught
up?
up with Ron, and we've just been bowling, and like honestly, this has been such a creative crew.
Man, I've loved it. It's like, it's been so good to meet people. This has been the best experience to meet people ever.
Exactly, like everyone, like they're genuinely creative.
Yeah.
It's like there's no fakers around. There's none of that like number
Serious
shit.
talent
It's,
here, man.
yeah,
Serious
man.
talent. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Oh my god, I can't even hold the camera straight.
I'm right.
I am pissed. But no, honestly, like it is genuine talent here, and huge credit to Adobe and the PR teams from around the world choosing those.
Do you know what it is as well? It's like seeing people in so many different mediums and working in so many different creative formats. It's inspiring because I do a lot of my work in Lightroom and Photoshop for photography, but seeing how you can use After Effects and Illustrator and everything, and seeing how people
just to change
innovate.
it up. Yeah,
it's dope.
It's huge.
It's dope.
Yeah, man, it's so good. Alright, it's day 2 at Adobe MAX. It's really loud in here. We're just waiting for it all to start, and honestly, I can't get over how much talent there is in this room. I'm sat down on a row, and beside me are just insane artists. Like, it is stellar. Also, Andy 2 is like 2 doors up from me, and I've been following him for years, and I didn't even know that's who he was. Anyway, so joining me, we have Natalia.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Found your Instagram this morning, and so good, so
We met for
good.
the first time today, and it's been like a spark of creativity and just everything awesome.
The talent in this room.
Oh yeah, we've been meeting so many people, like Ryan here too.
These guys, not paying attention, but what's up, yo? We're just saying like how much talent there is in this room, and how like intimidated I am. Everyone around,
it's insane. Well, and you were following this guy, Andy, for how long?
Like 2-3 years or so.
Oh my god, we finally met. We're here.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
So yeah, hopefully we can all like collaborate and travel together and meet up around the world.
Dude, you better, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, I'll check in later when it's a little quiet.
Face cards, you name it, I get to draw it. His work has appeared in countless publications, including Vogue, Rolling Stone, Time, and Harper's Bazaar. Ron Howard.
Alright, back in the main hall, and we got the Adobe Sneaks now, which apparently is one of the favorite things that a lot of people like when they come here. Check out this artwork. This is, I'm in love with the visuals they got going on. It's so cool, so immersive. Anyway, I think beers are coming round, so
I don't have any of my cards.
You gonna have a beer?
Because I want a beer.
Yeah, we'll grab a beer.
We should go grab a beer.
It's on the way.
We're gonna grab a beer. I love everything there.
Anyway, it's Chris Howe, by the way. If you've not seen him, go and check him out in the description.
Now I'm Chris Howe.
Now you're Chris Howe. How you doing?
You're ready for that? That's the first time I've ever heard that before. If it was anything like...
Hey everybody, what's up?
We're off the rails at this point.
What's happening is that Sensei is analyzing the video to determine the most important regions to include in the final output.
This is the result.
It's supposed to say crazy cool time capsule, but when it comes together, it actually just takes your 2D die lines, figures out how they fold up, and provides you with a 3D preview.
Just play propagation. How many points? Yeah. 3 clicks. Press this animate button. And here we go. Da 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 da. Cool. Well, that's my voice. You have a good voice. Da 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 da. Okay, that's embarrassing. Alright. But now we can turn it into violin. What to do? Click on synth. Let's hear it.
I was just finishing Adobe Sneaks. That was definitely the most entertaining session. I was thinking earlier. Yeah. I've always thought there was a market. By the way, this is Toby and Andy. Hey. I've always thought there was a market for like stand-up comedy and software. Yeah. Like, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it could work?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, why not?
Tiffany made it work.
Yeah.
She definitely made it work. There's a lot of fascination with like new software, and she added that comedic twist to it. So that was
definitely. Cool. It's all about just like timing of like delivery.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Now we're on. We're on air. LA Live.
It's happening. This is happening right now.
Yeah.
To give you guys a little behind the scenes of where we're at right now. We're lined up top of the bus, right?
Yeah. This is a long line as well. It goes all the way over there. So this is a benefit of being mic'd up, is that you can point it anywhere and I can still chat, and it's just audio comes out. Yeah.
You getting that slow-mo, dude?
No, this is it's 25p. This is boring ass vlog, man. Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Empty one.
Well, I was gonna cheers your lens, but
yeah, go for it.
So we got English lessons with Brian.
What
the word of pissing means?
In English, in America or England, whatever, pissing means either you're urinating or you're upset. You're mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And according to you, Joe, pissed is either if a frame is off.
Yeah, you can be a bit pissed.
Or you're
you can be drunk.
Or you're really drunk, or you're
angry.
Or you're angry, or you're also pissing.
Yeah, or you could be all of them. You could be angrily pissing at someone whilst you're pissed.
You don't want to be that.
And the frame is off. No way.
I didn't know the frame.
Yeah, the frame ones.
So like this is on the piss.
So what if I'm pissed and then that's pissed?
Well, you could counteract yourself, you know.
Like 2 negatives equal 1.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the final night for Adobe MAX, and we've come to what's known as the Max Bash. This is a pretty big event with everyone who's here, not just those who are invited or anyone. There are like all 14,000 people here, and the queues, of course, to get in. Yeah, then there's some music playing later. Beck is on, apparently. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of food and drink, and a lot of teaching Americans about sarcasm.
Sensei, ninja percussion, and what a beautiful smile. All right, everybody, Chris Coleman on the drums.
Oh, wait, I should probably sit next to my wife. Yeah. Come on.
Right.
You good as well?
Alright. Good evening. Doing a Steve Jobs impression.
Oh gosh. I need to see that.
I was doing a Steve.
I don't even know what to make of all of that. Yeah, I am back in my hotel now. I'm really sad to be leaving LA and Adobe MAX. It's been an incredible few days. I've met some insanely creative people. I felt so humbled to be a part of the group of people who've been invited here. It's honestly, it's been one of the best trips I've ever had, based purely on the people that I've met here. It's, yeah, I don't think I can emphasize how it feels to connect, like to truly connect with creative people in the way that I have this week. I'm so inspired going forward, and yeah, I would definitely love to be here next year, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not, because, you know. But yeah, so going forward, I'm going to be spending the next few weeks in New York. So I'll be meeting up with Ellie and a couple of other friends, Shu and Kim, and yeah, spending a lot of time there. Looking forward to doing some urban stuff and a lot of street related photography, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel to catch those future videos. And if you're new here, then hey, how's it going? Welcome. And I will catch you in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. See you later. Bye bye.